drums breaking all the bars. Yo, the crowd's feeling it, energy's alive. Spotlight on the tails where the future arrives. Bass in the air, every story's a spark. Late night on bass, we're light in the dark. Bass night stories on the stage, we vibe. Talk show magic where the chain comes alive. Tokens in the flow, let the legends provide. Late night on bass, we're taking it worldwide.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Late Night on Bass. I am your host, your friend, your confidant with gray hair. Not at the studio, actually inside my bedroom, but it doesn't matter because the show must go on wherever I'm at. I am Bill. Back at it every Tuesday, man. We're live. We're cooking. The Tuesday shows are sponsored by Onchain Summit 2025. Get your tickets on sale today. In all seriousness, though, it's a really dope conference. Hosted by Kevin, and it's in San Francisco. It's a Howard. Man, that's like the premier bass meme coin summit by far. It's the number one event. If you're a meme coin project, you got to be there. If you're a meme coin enthusiast, you probably should be there. You get guys like Jesse. You get the core bass team. I think it's going to be even bigger. It's a party. It's like a casino night too. So I highly recommend it. I'll be there along with Rachel and Quiggs and a whole lot of others. It's a really fun family fair. So yes, if you guys haven't done so, get your tickets today. Anyways, nice to see you guys. Today we got a dope episode. First of all, seems like World War III is temporarily done, which is cool because now, first of all, we want peace around the world. But second of all, we want our bags to pump. And our bags are starting to pump. I really think, I know I've been saying this for so long, but bass is about to pop, man. Everything on bass is about to pop. We're going to go over a bunch of memes, kind of, what I'm seeing, and we'll just kind of continue that way. But it's just so close, man. We're going to have a run. I truly do believe it's like a summer. No, it's like a March to April 2024 type run. I know it's going to happen. And if you guys were around then, everything just went parabolic. It was the first leg up. Elliott wave, one wave, boom, up. And then it just happened to be that there was a year-long correction over a year, which is your wave two. And I'm not talking about virtuals. I'm not talking about some other pockets. We're talking like bass memes. We're talking like Ski, Miggles, those ones, Bretts. We want those to pop. Keycats, Toshis. Man, I want to see Toshi at like 5 to 10 billion. I want to see Keycat at like a bill. I want to see Ski Mask Dog at a bill. I want to see them all. And low caps too. I want to see those. I just want to see them all. So we'll get to it. We will get to it. So as we are going to populate the room, slowly people will start showing up. I'm going to predict we're going to have about 2,000 on today's stream. That's what I'm thinking. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So stay tuned. This show is dope. Today we have two dope guests. We are going to be bringing up a couple different projects. So obviously we were going to put up the Onchain Summit team. Kevin, he wants to push that till next week, which is cool. So we're going to have AI Shark Tank, and we're going to have Brad on the show. Now Brad's a new project, sub 1 million cook. It's going to be really interesting to see that. We're at a stage now where it's like, okay, if you're a new project, you're coming on base, like, why? Tell me what separates you from other projects, because memes are very saturated. So only the cream rises to the top. But to their credit, they're willing to go on shows. They're willing to get the word out there. And I think that's exactly what's needed. And I think communities need to know what's going on as well, because there's so many different shows or so many different memes out there. So I'm looking forward to getting to know Brad. They'll be on in about 10 minutes. And the AI Shark Tank team, AI Shark Tank. It's pretty cool. They actually made me into an AI avatar. They had guys like Jesse as an AI avatar. And yeah, man, it's cool. Like basically we're AI judges and like real projects go and pitch. And yeah, man, it's pretty cool. So I'm also streaming on Simps right now, but Simps, there's an issue on Simps. Man, I love Simps, but like there's just so many different problems with Simps. Like we got to get that squared away later. But anyways, shout out to the team at Simps. All right, so let's look at some charts. Yeah. right. So just texting some people to come back in. All right. So let's look at some charts and we will begin. So let's see what's going on in Baseland. We like to know what's going on in Baseland. So let's pull up some stuff because you guys don't really care to hear just me. You want to see number go up, which I don't blame you. All right. So let's start off with ski again. Actually, let's start with ski. Why not? I got a big bag of ski. Let's see. And again, these charts are kind of indicative of what I think is going to happen to the whole base market. So like, just look. Okay. Ski to me has one of the cleanest charts of a base meme. The math stays on, they have Congress people actually buying this thing. And so, like I said, April, May of last year, this is what we're trying to see. This was the big pump up. This literally took about a month and everything on base just went wild. And then what happens is in Elliott wave, there's always 5 moves. And between this, it's this one was kind of an outlier because it did pump from September to December. But basically, most projects, not this one, corrected for about a year. Even this is kind of considered a correction. So what I'm expecting is I'm going to expect this massive move up. I'm believing alt season is going to come, and I think there's going to be a one last leg up. And I do believe that when it happens, it's going to be kind of like quick, like maybe a month or two, and then that's game over. Like I really do think so. I mean, I would be stacking profits, man. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be waiting until next year. So this thing's ready to move. I'm targeting a couple bill, man. Let's go, ski mask dog, 45 million, whatever the case is. But you see yesterday, and I'm going to show you guys a couple things. You see yesterday, there was this massive drawdown. Everything across the board got drawdown because of the war narrative, and then boom, right back up. I truly believe the bottom's in. I repeat, your boy Bill thinks the bottom is in. Could I be wrong? Of course. I'm just a DJ, man, with an opinion, but I do believe the bottom is in. And if that's the case, things like ski mask are going to pop. Let's look at some other ones. Let's look at Brett. Brett was the one that kind of paved the way last year. And same thing with Brett, man. Brett is just, it had this cook, like this thing just came out of nowhere, March, April, boom. And then it went up here. Actually, Brett is probably going to do really well. You know what I expect from Brett? This is a classic deviation, right? Let's see. Let me cook for you guys. Hold on. All right. So classic deviation here. And, I believe this thing is going to reclaim this and then go up high. I truly do believe Brett's going to do something like this. Like, this is a complete deviation. I believe it's going to reclaim it and then just go to whatever the hell it's going to go to. That's what I believe. If you just look at the measure move on these things, this is about a 680% move from the break. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Damn. $1.83. What would that be? 18 billion? Ooh, good Lord. Could be. It literally could be, because I think this was 2 bill. I don't know, man. But if Brett goes to like 10 to 18 billion, we're all going to make it, because every single base meme is just going to pop. You got Miggles. Let's see what Miggles is doing. Same thing with Miggles. All these things are just ready to catch a bid, because at the end of the day, people only care about memes. And that's why I'm pretty excited to have the Brad team up. Let's see. Let's show Miggles. Same thing with Miggles. This was kind of like this one's harder for me to track. I mean, maybe it's something like this. Could be. But if you notice, all these RSIs are down. Miggles are down. Like, this is just bottomed out on the 3 days. So you're going to have an upward thrust. When it's overbought, you don't buy. When it's oversold, you sell. These would be good times. I think right here is a great time for Miggles. Listen, I think getting one of these memes, I think base season is going to come. Let's see what Miggles will be. I'm just curious. I actually don't own any Miggles, but I'm just checking. 17x. So if it breaks out here, I'm just curious. Let's see. 7.5 billion? Is that right? Damn. No, that can't be right. Is it? Let's see. Hold on. Your boy Bill needs to see this. That sounds ridiculous. Let's see. Let's see. All right, you take the measure move. This is about, let's just say 15x from the break. Yeah, that's, I was about to say 7 billion. That's no more. Yeah, like 700 million or something to a billion. That sounds about right. So these are just like cooks, man, from like 28 million to 700 million. Like, I think we'd all agree we would like that. So very cool. And then before I want to bring up Brian, he's gonna come up and we're gonna chat all about the project because this one. So let's take a look at them. Let's take a look at them. It is very interesting. So let's take a look at Brad. So like I said, they're up 31% for the day. And very interesting to see this one. So it's brand new. So again, if you're a brand new project, and I don't play favorites, man. Like I want to know what you're about. What's the difference between you and all these other memes? I think you have to come on a show. Maybe it's not mine. Maybe it's someone else's. It doesn't matter, but you need to like tell people what you're about because there's a lot of saturation. But I do like, first of all, it seems like they have good supply control because it's been since July 10th. It's been kicking. I don't know, man. This seems pretty interesting to me. Very little resistance. This could explode. I really don't know, but I'm interested to find out. So we're in the markets. We're degens. Obviously, ape responsibility, but these are projects. Like the good thing about new projects, there's no overhead resistance. If it flies, it fucking flies. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. And finally, okay. Again, remember, guys, by the end of the show, 2,000 plus viewers. That is my goal. We have over 400. Don't disappoint your boy Bill. Do not do that. Do not do that for your lineage. Make sure to tell your friends all about it. Yeah, so anyways, Brad seems interesting to me. It really does. So let us check this out. All right. So why don't we find out what's up with Brad? Oh, before we do that, though, of course, I got to make sure that the sponsor knows that they know where to go to buy some tickets. You know what I'm saying? Got to make sure that they know. I tell them, people, Onchain Summit, go to payingdimes.com. I repeat, go to payingdimes.com. Get tickets. Come hang out. There's all sorts of things going on. It's literally a party, man. It is literally a party. August 20th to August 23rd. Brad team, you guys might have to cook, man. You might need to come. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, without further ado, though, I think it's time. I think it's time to bring up Brian from Brad. How you doing, my friend?
How's it going, man? It's absolute pleasure to be here, bro. Can you hear me okay?
Bro, loud and clear. I love the let's see, somewhere in the UK is what I'm sensing.
That's right. Yeah, somewhere in the UK, Nottingham, actually.
Nottingham,
Probably not.
okay.
Probably not. Everybody knows Sherwood Forest. So yeah, man, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. It's I love the energy and everything. I pretty much agree with 99% of everything you're talking about. Obviously we're on base, so we've been following the base trends and all this kind of stuff, and Brett, and obviously we're well aware of that. But there's not been, I don't think that there's really been anything that's the same or similar to really our style, like especially the logo and the website. I'm not sure if if you had a chance to actually check out the website yet, or
Oh no,
it's literally like fully interactive. It's pretty good.
we're
Pretty proud of that.
we're gonna explore that live, and that's the cool thing. First of all, like of these live streams that I like. So for me, getting on stream is great because we can showcase stuff, right? We can showcase the
Yeah, for
website.
sure.
We can showcase different things. Spaces, no offense, like I fucking hate spaces. It's just a circle jerk of people talking to each other. And it's like cool,
Yeah,
but
I
like,
know. I know
you
what
know
you
what I'm
mean.
saying? It's
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I stay in my lane. Like I said, spaces are cool. Some of my good friends, my business partner Rachel Rose, she does spaces. They know their lane. They're good at it. This is my lane. I fucking love live streams. So
Yeah,
it works out. It's just different.
yeah, I agree with you 100%. I mean, it's an absolute pleasure to be here, honestly, genuinely. Um, but yeah, I mean, it sounds good, man, 100%. I've done quite a lot of X spaces actually. in the past, but it's always the same kind of stuff. It's like one
Yeah.
guy's pushing something around the room, the other guy pushes that back around the room, and it's the same like circle of everything being pushed
Yeah,
around.
man. Have you done any of the live streams?
I've not done any live streams, but
I
obviously like
took
on
your fucking
Spaces,
cherry, baby.
it
Let's
depends.
go.
This is the first one, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's basically almost the same on X, considering the people that are going to join at the time, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's recorded and it's posted later. People can listen in, but it's a similar situation. But yeah, man, it's the first time I've even used this platform, SteamYard, as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
StreamYard's dope. So what happens is with StreamYard, it broadcasts on all sorts of sites. So if you're on X right now, you're watching
Yeah,
the live stream of exactly what's going on. You're on YouTube, you're watching it. So after the show is done, if you guys want to send it to your audience or whatever, send them the YouTube link. Boom, you can see it at any time. So I think it's cool because X
yeah,
Spaces
100%. That's
just live
awesome.
in its own world, So it's just a different situation.
Yeah, 100%. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing it on YouTube. I'm gonna go take a little gander after this for
Let's
sure.
go.
So
Let's
whenever you
go.
post
I
it.
have I have a feeling this is going to be a banger episode. We have about 840 people tuning in. I told everybody at the beginning of the show
Wow.
it's going to hit at least 2,000. Basically, your boy Bill don't lie. I'm pretty sure it will. It probably will expect. I think it's going to surpass the numbers. Last thing I'll say about that is just for people knowing, live streams get the most attention on the algorithm on X. X is pushing live streams galore. You will not get some similar numbers on a space unless it's super botted or something. I don't know.
So
But
just to clarify, the live streams, are they different to the spaces on X? It's not the same
It's
thing, right? Is it a
it's not
different
the same thing.
category?
So if you were to watch this right now on X, it's not a
Mm-hmm.
space. You're actually watching like me speaking with my face, your PFP speaking like it's like you're watching TV. A
Right.
space
Okay.
is
I got
like
you.
a
I
bunch of
got you.
avatars hanging out and people could come in. So it's different. So it's like they're watching TV. So it's unique.
Bunch of crypto avatars. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, my friend. So let's
Like me
let's
right
dive
now.
let's dive in because I
Awesome.
want people to know about Brad, and I want
Yeah, for
people to
sure.
know
Let's
kind
do it.
of a lot more. So talk to me. All right. So for me, I love talking to
Sure.
meme projects. I follow the thesis that, you know, community growth engagement is what's going to bring people on chain. Base has a mission to bring the next 1 to 2 billion users on chain. I believe heavily. You
Yeah,
don't get there
100%.
necessarily through DeFi, gaming. It's maybe gaming, but it's mostly memes. I also think NFTs, but memes kind of bring that easiness into being on chain. Now, for those that might not know, why don't you explain? We have over 1,000 plus people tuning in. This is maybe their first time ever hearing about Brad because you're so new. So tell us, man,
Amazing.
what
That's
what
great.
is Brad?
All right, that's great. I got the floor. That's perfect. I got the floor. Amazing. I would just to quickly touch on that, man. I'm kind of a gamer as well myself, but a lot of the times, you see a lot of meme coins launching, and they're not really all. Let's say, for example, they'll say, "Okay, this is coming soon. The utility's coming soon. Something's coming soon," and it never really happens, right? So just to kind of start off with that, Brad is a meme coin that doesn't pretend to be more than it is. That's a simple way of putting it. Okay, and that for us as a team, we consider that to be a strength. It basically embodies the ultimate Chad archetype: bold, unapologetic, irresistibly memeable. You know what I mean? So it's
Mhm.
completely different to the majority of projects out there that would just say, okay, we've got a meme coin, but we're going to do this. And they basically just add they just add whatever they can to it to make it seem different in a way. Like, for example, they'll say, okay, we're going to launch a game or we're going to do this, but they don't actually deliver. You know what I mean? So it's just about like the initial hype. But obviously for us, you've seen the chart, you've probably checked out the TV or something like that. You can see that we're not just focused on, okay, just a 1 day boom, 1 day bang, that's it, right? A few days, bang, finish, that's it. We want to genuinely build up a community. We want to build something with Brad. We want to make it a movement. We want to make it something special. We've spent a decent amount of time trying to get everything together. And obviously, I'm not sure if you're planning to showcase the website
Oh,
potentially, but we've
I'm absolutely going to. I'm just letting you
awesome.
letting you cook.
That's great. Yeah, because we spent a little bit of time and effort on that, to kind of just get everything out there. Like, for example, there are so many things on the website that you can actually interact with and click on, and there are so many little things that are relevant to the times now. Obviously, times are changing. It's a bit of a difficult situation in the world right now, but hopefully everything will be okay. So we've got a few what is it, hidden cookies or something? You know, those things that you find in games.
Mm.
I can't remember the name. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah,
Easter
we've
egg.
got quite. Yeah, we've got Easter egg. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we've got a few hidden Easter eggs on the website.
All
So
right,
yeah,
so
I mean,
let's take a look at the website. I think
yeah,
like first of all,
awesome,
that's
awesome,
super. Like I love the graphics. I love the attention to detail that you guys have. So talk to us.
yeah,
What are we seeing? What is Brad
amazing.
representing?
Amazing. That's perfect. So I mean, it's kind of in a way, it's made with zero pretensions. There's no big promises of a big utility in this. It's just pure meme power and community energy, and that's what we want it to kind of materialize with over time. We want to actually build a community of people who have the same ideas. And we don't make any false promises if we're going to do this and we're going to build this and this. However, at the same time, obviously, when you're talking about the old school big projects like, okay, Doge, Shiba, these kind of things, obviously over time things materialize, right? You get a community forming, and then you think, okay, guys, we could do this, we could go in this direction, we could build this, we could put this together. So there are so many opportunities, there's so much potential for Brad, but we just basically want to build sort of a community up. And the thing is, on base right now, it's like you're really limited with the amount of memes and everything. Basically, you're
Mhm.
limited with the amount of meme coins in general, right? Usually, people are on Solana or Ethereum. Base, there's not really that many. However, obviously, Coinbase is a powerhouse. Coinbase is publicly listed. Coinbase is huge. It's basically it's like their baby, right? It's their protocol in a way. So we wanted to kind of build something and establish something on base that would be kind of iconic in a way. If you look at our logo, you look at the graphic, the artwork, and everything, it's not the same as everything else. It's pretty different, and we wanted to stand out in that way and to make it unique and just to kind of capture a certain audience. So yeah, we've done our very best on that. We've been thinking about it for a while. We've been considering the artwork, the style, all this kind of stuff. We want it to be kind of not to be too much, but it's a cultural movement, for example, that kind of satirizes the crypto hype while still playing the game better than other people, better than the competitors. Do you know what I mean?
No, for sure. So I like, okay, so let me just chime in here. I think first of all, this
Yeah,
artwork, this is a really well done website. I mean, I've seen a lot. You've obviously have spent your team has spent a lot of time with the attention to detail, and I like how it's
yeah,
interactive. So if I hit Brad, I think it gives a good description. I'll just read a little bit. Introducing Brad, the rebel dog of crypto. Brad is for everyone. Brad is no ordinary dog. He's a rough, patriotic outsider with a taste of real life and straight talk. In his gritty, slightly rundown apartment, he chills with an unmistakable mix of attitude and a vision that's set to change the world. Brad is more than just a dog. He's a movement, a voice for freedom, progress, and a bit of madness. He's not afraid to say the things others don't dare to speak, and he represents a new kind of hype. And then there's a bunch of other things. I think it's so cool. So tell me, like, how did the idea of Brad then? Okay, so obviously you guys
hmm
have put in a lot of attention to this, and it's great art and everything. But tell me, at
thank
what
you.
point did you guys decide? All right, Brad needs to be made, and why did you guys decide out of every chain you chose Base when theoretically Solana has dominated the market share for
Yeah.
most of the cycle? So walk me through the process from development to choosing the chain.
Yeah. So obviously, we had the primary choice, obviously, of basically building it on Solana. But the thing
Mm,
is, on Solana, I mean, it's been kind of swamped by the horde of just pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump, and you've got pump fund there, obviously, at the forefront, and it's just like the 90%, probably the 95%, like literally realistically, are just pump and dumps. And the majority of them obviously come from pump fund. So we wanted to build something on base because it's completely different. You have a different mentality of the people that are holding on base. People are they're a different breed. You know what I mean? It's not you don't have the same kind of Solana degens that are just going to be buying and holding for a day. They're not going to be active in the Telegram. We want to actually build a community of people who are active for more than one day.
mm.
So it's not kind of a one day thing. So we want to kind of continue it. We want to build it up. And at the same time, obviously you probably know as well that the majority of memes are on Solana. They're not on Base, even Ethereum more than Base. So it's kind of a gap. Like if you think about it, really, it's kind of a gap in the market, and it's something that could possibly be missing. And then obviously, Coinbase is not going away. No, everybody
Yeah.
knows that Coinbase is not going away. It's a big player, and I think that it's really undervalued and it's really underrated. I think that people given the opportunity to buy something or to create something on the base chain would be a lot stronger than something on Solana, because I consider the majority, if not all of the projects on Solana to be temporary, especially if they're deployed, via pump fund, etc., etc.
Mm.
Minus a few exceptions, obviously, that do well. But yeah, we wanted to create something more. We wanted to create something stronger. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know how else to go into it. That was kind of our thought process when going into that. We don't want people to just come in and jump out. We want people to stay with us. We want to engage with people in the community. We can run some competitions. We can play some games. There are so many things that we can do. But on Solana, we just don't want to cater to. We don't want to pander um, to the one day degens, right? We want more solid holders. We want more genuine people. We can do some VCs sometimes and get to actually know people. And I think that's the right path to basically creating a strong community in the end. I mean, that's how the big boys did it.
Yeah,
So
no, I
yeah,
think I agree with everything you said. So first of all, for those that maybe not know, like Solana has a different crowd, a different
yeah,
mentality, and you nailed it, man. It's very much short term. It's like,
yeah,
it's typical. If a project isn't like mooning in the first hour, two
exactly.
hours,
Yeah,
they rotate out, and it's like a project
mhm.
never gets a chance. And because of pump fund and everything that's gone on, it's like a much younger crowd, and they don't have patience, and it's very saturated. If you think the meme coin market in general is saturated,
Exactly.
Solana is just crazy. So coming on to base, I think you made the right move because for a couple of reasons. Number one, the people that are invested in base, they're willing to let things cook and take time. You have a lot of projects that have
Yeah,
been building for a
exactly.
year, so you have that going on, but also it's less saturated, and you have people from the top down, guys like Jesse, amplified projects, builders. It's a whole different zone. So I think you made a really wise move. One of the things that actually strikes me very much, and for people who follow me, they know I love TA and I love charts. And
Yeah,
people who say, "Oh, you can't TA meme coin," I say, have fun staying poor, bro." Because meme coins, and you can easily do TA on meme coins because it's all psychology. I study psychology a lot.
yeah,
The Brad chart looks, and you're not paying me to say this. I actually really do think the Brad chart looks phenomenal.
yeah. We
So
appreciate that. I
no,
appreciate
I
that.
mean, and if you're looking at this right now, and I urge you to. And again, this is my opinion. Nothing I say is financial advice. No crying in the casino, people. I'm just a guy with a mic saying my opinions. Do what you want. But what I'm seeing here is, beautiful run up and then a slight thing. This to me is
Hmm.
beautiful. You guys must have, and you guys don't have to say anything about it, but like in my opinion, you guys must have good supply control. And it seems like you guys have holders that are committed. The top whales, top people are holding, because
Yeah,
I honestly see this happening. Boom, big arrow coming up. I don't know how high it's gonna go. That I have no idea. But like this is just picture perfect against the 8 EMA on the daily. There's no stock RSI is completely down. I'm bullish, man. I think this is kind of what you want to see, like in typical projects that come up that are new. You guys have been out for about 2 weeks. If it's
yeah.
a bad actor, and this is just my opinion, if it's a bad actor, then you just see something like this goes up, up, up. Oh, it stalls,
Oh
then
yeah,
boom.
it'd be a red line down.
Yep.
It'd be a straight red line down. Yeah,
But you guys don't have that. So tell me
yeah,
then, obviously your community must believe in you guys. So talk to me about what the Brad community is like. Obviously Murad, Must Up Murad, everyone, if you're in the meme coin industry, you understand who Must Up
hmm,
Murad is. He states wholeheartedly
yeah,
the memes that are going to do the best are the ones that create a cult like following. Tell me,
definitely. Yeah.
does Brad have that cult like following already, or are you guys in the progress of making that?
Yeah, I mean, especially the daily chart. I really like the daily chart. I mean, I like the chart overall, right? But I mean, in terms of the community, we are not that big yet, right? We're just starting, and we're trying to get out there because, like I mentioned earlier, we don't just want the one day holders to come in. We don't just want the one day degens from Solana to just come in and just wreck the chart. Obviously, we do have a significant amount of supply control, but that's in benefit of everybody at the same time
For
because
sure.
for anybody who's launched a project, I don't know, I'm not sure if you've played around, maybe you deployed or something before. A lot of the time, if you're leaving that just out there, However, saying that, you do find that the majority of the time it is on Solana, and the majority of the time probably on Pump Fund. But again, we have our own close circles and our friends and our networks and stuff. So we've basically been just telling guys, okay, look, we're trying to push this project legitimately. We're trying to make it something. We think that we can make something big at some point if we just build it up steady. I think that's the
Mm,
best approach, because if not, if you just basically you launch the project, okay, you do all the trendings and everything, and you just get people in who are just going to pump and dump the project. And we didn't want it to be like that. So our community is still kind of small. We're just building
sure.
up right now. I really hope that a lot of people will come and check us out and find that we're working hard all the time, and the potential is huge for the project. And they can always come. They can ask us. They come in a group and ask us a million questions, and we're more than happy to answer anything. Right. So we're a project with a lot of fun and meminess about it. I think that in terms of the cult like energy, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think us as a team, we're proud of that. Although we do have a small community right now, we are building on it, quite a lot, and we're trying to push it, but we're pushing it in our own way. Again, like I mentioned, we don't want to just be a pump and dump, right? We want to build this up steady, and we want to try and make it into something big. So, in regards to those aspects, we are working on the community and we're building up. We do have good experience. We have people from pretty much all over the place. If you come into our Telegram, if you see the X account, you see our socials and everything, you can see that in terms of professionalism and consistency, we're pretty much on our A game, and it's really difficult to find another project which is doing the same thing. Like you have, maybe they'll post something for the first few days and then they'll just kind of disappear, or depending on the chart, it kind of goes 50-50. But we've
Hmm.
been we've been yeah, we've been pushing steady, the whole time. We've been trying to stay consistent. Some of our guys, some people in our team have worked on a 100 mil market cap project.
Wow.
The project was a while ago. Granted, it was in the last bull run, but obviously that means that we do have
You
a
have
decent amount of
experience.
experience. Yeah, we had about 100,000 holders, I think, around 100K
Wow.
holders. So it was pretty big. Yeah, that
Very
was quite a
big.
while ago. It was on BSC that one. But yeah, we've not made a project for quite a long time, and yeah, we chose Base to be something that would be much more stable than Solana, where we'd basically be able to get in, better holders and people who might interact more, and yeah, just a more stable environment.
Yeah, no, I think it's clear to me based on just the chart alone, you guys know what you're doing. And I also think, for those that don't realize, supply control is extremely important. And it's
Yeah,
actually very
definitely.
bullish that the team actually owns supply. There's some people out there, oh wow, no, you don't understand. Like you'd rather have the team, as long as it's a good, honest team, control the supply because that's going to create less selling pressure from the open market because there's less available. And it's the same exact playbook and people don't realize that Brett had. Brett controlled maybe
Yeah,
86% of
exactly.
the supply or something like that.
Even Pepe, Brett, Pepe,
Pepe,
all these
all of
big
them.
guys, they started with a similar
You
distribution.
have you
Yeah.
kind of have to though. You kind of have to,
Hmm.
and of course you have no control over the team, but it seems like you guys are doing things the right way. The chart looks good. I
Yeah.
honestly know this thing is gonna blow past a mill. Like it's gonna blow past and it's gonna create a floor, and then a week from now people will be like, "Yo, Bill, you had them on that 800K market cap." I'll be like, "I know. Hopefully they don't forget about me when they're fucking
We're gonna
big."
go much higher than that. I can tell you. We're gonna go
Don't
much
I have
higher
no
than that.
doubt. I have no doubt you will. Just don't forget about me
Yeah.
when you're like 40 million market cap, bro.
Definitely not. You know what we can do? I can jump on again. One of our team, me or one of the other team, can jump on again, and we can have kind of like an update, and we can say, look
I
where we are today. Look
I
where we
love
are.
it.
We were
I
back then.
I love it. So last question for you. We have about 2,600 people tuning in. We blow past the numbers that I thought we would and counting. And you guys are
Awesome.
now knowing about Brad, the Rebel Dog on base. My last question for you, and it's important because, more than just a project, it's about the team and the people behind it. So,
Sure.
at the end of the day, a project's only good as the people behind it. They have to be
Yeah.
committed. They have to be passionate about it. So let me ask you: you could be doing anything in this space. You could be a shitcoin venture capitalist. You can be, running anything else, but you chose to work and push Brad. My question to you is simply why?
100%. I completely agree with you. I mean, there are a lot of teams out there that are just working on the project temporarily and short term. But I think I touched on this a little bit earlier, potentially, but I can expand on it a little bit. So basically, we wanted to create something that's completely different in the space. We wanted to make something special, and we didn't want to make. I'm not interested in a pump and dump, right? Our team financially, we're okay. We're stable. We don't have any issues personally or anything, so we don't need to make a pump and dump, right? We want to make
Yeah.
something special. We want to make something that will last. So yeah, I think that if we can showcase our experience and our skill by building up something steady on base rather than just a pump and dump on Solana, which you see obviously 99% of the time. I don't want to keep on
Sure.
mentioning it, but it's a big point for people to understand, because it's a really different mentality when you're investing on something on Ethereum, or you're investing on something on base,
Yeah.
in comparison to Solana, right? It's just on Solana, it's short-term gains. It's finished, pretty fast. You don't have that much time, and it pretty much everything on Solana is on a time limit, right? Like the 99. I know I said 95% earlier, but probably the 99% of all deploys on Solana are just quick, and it's not something that we're interested in. We have a lot of time free. We wanted to make something special. We wanted to make a unique project that people could get behind, where we can build up a community. We can work together with them, and we can make something special. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I
that's pretty
love it.
much it.
I love it. Well, listen, I think
If there's
Brian,
anything else and you want me to expand on anything, I'm happy to go
no,
into
no,
it.
no. I mean, we keep these things the guest talks 20 25 minutes because I think
Okay,
we
fine.
we
Yeah,
handle
no
we
worries.
handle everything that's needed. And man, I could just say, man, I'm pretty bullish on you guys. I'm even more bullish now that we've gotten to talk. I think 2,800 plus
Appreciate it.
people are like on base. Like I say, people expect authenticity. People can cut through the bullshit. They need people to come up. And as a team, a new team, especially,
Yeah,
again, whether it's through me or someone else, you have to put yourself out there, talk on
yeah, I
spaces, do
agree.
live stream because credibility matters. It's a little bit more mature ecosystem. And if you guys don't do that, then people are going to be like, what are you hiding? So kudos to you
Exactly.
guys
Yeah,
for this. My last question, any alpha you can share to us
sure.
about Brad? Hit me. We love alpha.
Okay, so in terms of our marketing, for the holders, for everybody that's going to be jumping in, we have significant connections in the space. That's in terms of things like yeah, marketing, trending, kind of pushing the project when we can. However, we want to make sure that we have a decent community and people that are actually buying and holding and actually interacting in the group before we do something like that. So in terms of the budget, we do have a pretty good budget. We don't have any issues financially, so we can definitely build on the project and we can push it forward. Sorry for that background noise. We can definitely push it forward, and we can do something. We can do things that other projects cannot do. Like, I'll put it that way. I think you can understand. But yeah, we can push the project, and we can build something special. 100%. We have a better
Bullish.
marketing budget than the majority of other projects.
Bullish on
Just to put
Brad,
it that way.
bullish on what you just said right
Yeah.
now. Everyone, that is alpha. 3,000 plus people are now knowing all about Brad, the Rebel Dog on base, man. I look forward to your guys' journey, dude. So let me, anything I can do,
I don't
you
want to
know,
interrupt you. I promise this is last time. We are also on a CEX, that's CEX, guys, centralized exchange, and we do have more planned and more will be coming. I can tell you that.
love it, man. Well, we appreciate you, Brian. Thanks for hopping on, man.
Cheers, appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, man. That was Brian from Brad. Man, that was dope. I really like the website, guys. I really, really like the website. I think that's super unique and novel. And like I said, kudos to them for jumping on. I give them a platform, but again, if you're a new project, you have to have something different about you. Like, why does anyone care about entering a new meme? So if you want to come on base, you want to launch something, that's great, but you have to have a reason, and you better like show up and show why you're different. And Brad definitely is showing why they're different, and I think it is a professional team running it. Wouldn't be surprised if this thing just goes on a parabolic run. But again, nothing I say is financial advice, but that is that. But now we have the next guest. We got Ellie from AI Shark Tank. Fun fact about Shark Tank. They literally created me as an AI character, put me into one of their like episodes and like a real couple projects, pitched them, and my AI character decided whether or not to invest or not. And I think my AI character rejected all three. Don't mess with my AI character. I like to call him Little Bill. Little Bill don't mess around. If you want to bring out, if you want AI Bill to, get investment, you better like it. But without further ado, Ellie from AI Shark Tank, how are you?
Hi everyone, doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's a nice day. We got 3,000 plus people tuning in. I know they want to know all about AI Shark Tank. So talk to us. What's new? Again, maybe I obviously know what you guys are doing, but for those 3,000 plus who might be unfamiliar, talk to us. What is AI Shark Tank?
Yeah, sure. So AI Shark Tank is an interactive pitch show where real founders come to the show and pitch live to a panel of AI judges trained on the sharpest minds from Web3. So we got Bill on for episode 2. It was a really great experience, and then Bill exclusively focused on memes, which is really interesting, different from all the other judges, their investment styles. So yeah, we really. Oh, sorry, I can hear my voice.
I can hear you fine. I don't know. Maybe you're echoing on your end.
It's wait, let me see. Okay, now it's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so we're really trying to build a new interface between capital, attention, and media that's powered by AI that wasn't previously possible, right? So it's a really fun experience for founders to get really sharp feedback in real time, and then for I guess the humans behind these AI judges to sort of have deploy their digital twins across the internet and to see how their AI twins perform, and then for audience just a new way of just understanding what projects are up to, and then just have a different formats of Shark Tank they're familiar with.
I like it. So talk to me about okay, so we're on the website right now, AI Shark Tank, real founders, AI judges. You play the prediction game, a new kind of interactive show where real founders pitch live to AI judges, each train on strategies of top Web3 leaders. Don't just watch, predict, win pitches, win, guess right, earn rewards, and flex your foresight. The future of pitch deck is televised. So based on what you're showing,
Yeah.
you have something that benefits both people, right? The companies themselves are actually pitching. Yes, like real companies.
Yeah.
They apply to you. So tell me about that process. How would a company decide hey, I want to pitch to an AI judge? First of all, are they pitching for real money? Is there real money involved for them?
So this will be interesting with our upcoming launches. Just a few features that we're about to reveal. So yeah, I mean, if you think about it, when there's no funding involved, that gives less incentives for projects to actually come onto the show, right? So right now it's more of like an attention layer because we get X number of people tuning in, so founders still feel like they will get some sort of eyeballs and just type of interactions. It's fun and new, right? But so from next week, our upcoming episode, we'll do something pretty crazy here. So all the AI judges actually already have their wallets that's built on top of CDP wallets by Coinbase.
Okay.
And from next week, we'll be able to actually distribute fundings directly through these judges' wallet. So for example, if a project comes to pitch on the show, and if the judges' verdicts are yes, they can directly buy into the tokens of the project. So for now, it's only going to be liquid project that already has a token. That's easy to facilitate for these on-chain transactions. But that's sort of the future we really want to showcase here. AI agents can directly distribute fundings and gives founders a platform to showcase their projects. And then, if it's a good project, then, you directly get fundings or at least some signal for it. This is a legit project, right?
Amazing. And so that's one aspect, but then you also allow people to predict and they earn rewards. How is the how does that work? You just watch the show and you decide, hey, this is what's going to happen?
So we originally started with prediction markets, but we sort of took that away because it probably doesn't make sense for people to bet real money with it.
Mm,
We still want to reward the tastemaker layer, right? If you think about how like people go viral on Twitter these days, especially those so-called founder-led marketing,
yeah.
audience likes, follows, sort of give the hype to a project, but then capital chases after these projects, and the people who actually make these projects go viral, they get nothing from it, right?
Mm,
So we want to change that and actually reward the tastemakers who actually help these projects get spotlight. So that's actually the second feature that we are going to launch very soon, which is the app version where it starts from anyone, just they can pitch to these AI judges one-on-one.
mhm.
And if they want to compete to be featured on the show, they will need to go through the community layer where only the most updated, upvoted projects will go on to can be featured on the show. So that way it builds a filter layer for community to get involved. And then if the projects they upvote get featured on the show, they also get some sort of rewards.
Very cool. Very cool. So tell me about, like, so far you've made a splash on base. You had guys like Jesse as a an AI agent. What's been the feedback you've gotten from maybe judges or maybe from actual projects? What's the global consensus?
Yeah, so I think everyone thought this is super cool. This is very new, right? It's almost like touching the borderline for some judges, especially they're the VCs. Oh, is this AI judge gonna like take my job of
Yeah.
some sort? But yeah, and I think like lots of people just want to interact with these judges. We get so many questions about how we actually train these judges, right? And we obviously don't want to gatekeep these, good trainings, with real human wisdom to the show. That's why we're opening up for anyone to interact and then talk to these judges. Yeah, so we're making it more interactive, more fun outside of the show element, and actually turning it into a fun consumer product for anyone.
And how often are these shows? Is it weekly?
So far it's been bi-weekly, just given we're a super small team
Sure.
trying to launch something new every episode. Yeah, so it's been bi-weekly, but hopefully we'll have more like ecosystem focused projects and potentially more community run projects if
Yeah.
the sort of rewards mechanism makes sense later down the road.
Cool. And let me ask you this. We have almost 4,000 people live on stream. So that means I think you should give us some alpha, Ellie. We love alpha on this show. Do it for the almost 4,000 people tuning in. Give us something. What do we got cooking that you can share coming up?
Yeah, can I share my screen?
Yes, please
Yeah.
do.
So really want to demo this new consumer app coming the way. Let me share my screen. So yeah, so this is still a bit raw, but we can actually see the interaction with AI Jesse live. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk to him and
Okay.
then his real-time response. Yeah, let's do it. And ignore the profile pic. Hey Jesse, can I pitch my startup idea to you? Oh wait, I'm sorry, I forgot to turn on my mic. Hey Jesse, can I pitch my startup idea to you?
Hit me. Keep it tight. What's the core problem and your unique angle?
So we're building a unique pitch show where AI judges will listen to real founders pitch live in a Google Meet. And AI judges will decide if they want to fund these projects directly on the spot. What do you think of this idea?
This feels like a remix of pitch competitions with an artificial intelligence twist. The weak spot, artificial intelligence's credibility to judge nuanced startups live. If I were you, test founder trust in artificial intelligence decisions first, maybe a hybrid model before full autonomy. Distribution hinges on founder and investor buy-in.
That's great feedback. Maybe let's do one more question. If you were to build all over again in 2025, what would you build yourself as a founder?
If I were building in 2025, I'd double down on composable crypto infra that solves real friction. Think modular identity, permissionless on-ramps, or programmable ownership layers. Not hype tokens, but tools that unlock new user behaviors and make builders' lives way easier. What's your angle?
So yeah, I'll
Wow.
stop here.
He sounds just like Jesse.
Yeah, right. And then it's trained based on Jesse's tweets, and then some of his writings in the past. So hopefully it gives you some real insights on what to build on base, and some just good insights as a builder that you can learn from AI Jesse. Yeah, and then we're going to open up access for anyone to talk to all these AI judges that you've seen in the show. And also just something to look forward to, probably not in the next month or so, but just later down the road, we're opening up to AI creators, AI producers. So we actually have some pretty big deal, YouTubers who said yes to train their digital twins. So it's really going to be like a digital twin ecosystem where anyone can bounce their ideas off these people's favorite AI digital twins.
Amazing. I love it, Ellie. I love it. I like the uniqueness. I think we're in an AI world. Everything is going through AI. If you're fading AI, I think the world's going to leave you behind. So it only makes sense to have some sort of competition utilizing the AI to help, pitches. And I think you guys are leading the forefront. Ellie, any last words you have for the almost 4,300 people tuned in to Late Night on Base?
Well, thank you so much for having me on the show. We'll have some big announcements coming out next week, so definitely stay tuned for that, and definitely interact with us for the next episode for some upcoming rewards. Yeah, so not going to say too much, so just follow AI Shark Tank on X, and yeah, we'll have some big announcements coming next week.
Ellie, thanks for coming on the show, my friend.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay. That is Ellie from AI Shark Tank. My goodness. We live in a world where you can just speak to an AI avatar and they just talk to you, giving you ideas. It's wild. It is wild. I don't even know what the next 4 years are going to be. I honestly do think, though, that AI is completely, I honestly think in the tech world, we understand the power of AI, but I think the normies outside, they don't know what's coming, man. I really don't think they know. I think they're in for a rude surprise. I think you need to adapt. You need to be the one that actually utilizes AI to ensure you have a job, I guess you could say. So utilize it to supplement. But it's just kind of crazy. It's so cool, though, to see how things are going. But yeah, very interesting. AI Shark Tank was a fun experience, just seeing my digital twin literally reject every single project for investment. It's actually really funny. But yeah, other than that, I think we're going to end things. Want to obviously showcase just some updates. If you guys are interested in NFTs, again, if you guys don't know, I am the founder of Topi on Base, and I'm betting big on NFTs. I think there's going to be a run 2021 style on Base. We're just having to do ours on Base as well, but we're creating a decentralized storyboard, so anyone around the world can come on our chain, pick your Topi, and write the story on chain. Gamified it. We have over 83 entries, 462 views. You could just kind of look, scroll, write the story of your character. It's going to be there forever. You create the narrative, you create the world, all on chain based Topis. Join us. Obviously, got to plug it because it's my project. If you don't like it, well, create your own. Anyways, whatever. But we had 4,500 people tune in, so that's all a good show. Always a good show. I thought we'd have 2,000, but we surpassed it. So hopefully you guys learned something. We had great projects on. We had AI Shark Tank. Super bullish on them. And we had Brad. Very, very bullish on Brad as well. I think it's a really professionally run company project. In the meme coin space, you don't know what you're getting, but it seems like Brad knows what they're doing. So I'm bullish on them. But that's it, guys. I mean, listen, Monday through Friday, if you guys want to know what's going on, the latest in the Base ecosystem, I do a newsletter, Based AF. All you got to do is just subscribe. It's free, delivered to your mailbox every day, Monday through Friday. Keeps you up to date on the latest going on. because the space is kind of crazy. It's really, really like, it's really, really, what's the word? It moves fast. So your boy Bill got you. So yeah, tune into that. If you guys want to know some more Topi stuff, we do Topi Tuesdays. It's about a half hour. My boy Base Junkie, my co-founder. Tomorrow, if you're into altcoins and then the trenches, we do our show called The Next Layer with Chaos Chris. We literally are just degens on different chains. We talk what's on Ethereum, Pulse Chain, Solana, Base, the trenches. You got an itch. Thursdays, we do this show professionally. Rachel Rose, my business partner, amazing host. She's great. She's like the best at spaces. Truly an asset to Base. We do that show on the Base Builds account. And Friday, I touch grass. I do not do anything crypto related. Why? Because I need a life. And hopefully you guys touch grass too. Appreciate each and every one of you. My name is Bill. If you need anything, hit me up whenever. Appreciate each and every one of you. Cheers, everyone.